young tycoon that's sickening, tired forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. And I don't
today.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone, pushing his way through. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Bringing them out is the pocket passer from Purdue, rookie Aiden O'Connell.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up past the 30. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's O'Connell. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw here, O'Connell. That's complete into the hands of Myers. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll go for it. O'Connell. That's true. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Jags grab it. Dances by him. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
He'll buy some time right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. They had the big play on the... return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Boy, very surprising. 2 lost fumbles for him, and we're still in the first quarter of play.
And you want to make a quick trip to the doghouse, maybe to the bench? Fumble twice in the first quarter as he just did. Now you just wonder, is he going to be thinking about every time he touches the ball from here on out?
Being chased out left. Leaping over him. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 54 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far. And this is going to be intercepted. Now Jones.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball.
Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's Mayer, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence forced out to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there. And it winds up incomplete.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the...
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Throwing, O'Connell. Devontae Adams from 3 yards out. And the Raiders get a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now it's O'Connell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, That doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and...
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing now. Time to his left. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, O'Connell. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Play action. Now O'Connell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now O'Connell. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Back to throw, O'Connell. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Dancing to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that...
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
He'll let this go for Adams. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. And O'Connell now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
O'Connell from the gun on third down.
Being chased out left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
O'Connell here on fourth down.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Jags grab it.
Man, that's a third fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see?
There he goes, right side.
Calvin Ridley, touchdown, Jaguars.
Calvin Ridley, 81 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to